He's going to be a good player. He's a typical New York City kid, can really handle the rock, really quick.
Flynn in some trouble, gets out of it. Boy, the poise with which both Kalathis and Flynn play. They're both just sophomores. Look at Onuaku. In and out. Boy, he got a great look, all because of his strength, but he couldn't finish.
Yeah, that was really good execution. He got in deep. Oh, nice play. Brought it over the top. Diagonal.
Parsons with a slam.
And there's an example of Kalathis one step ahead, as Billy said. Anticipate. Don't react. You want to anticipate.
Nick Kalathis is a special talent. Again, not a prototypical point guard. Not quite as quick, and he's big, but he can shoot it. He can handle it. He can lay it in right here. Count it. It's a goaltend on Devendorf. Nick Kalathis has a bright, bright future.
That's why they had to put the ball in his hands. Jay Lucas should have understood that.
When we come back, Mr. Vitale's getting back on the soapbox. First, he's schooling Charles Barkley. These views coming up after the break. We're going to hear all, oh, you got stuffed. You got stuffed.
Oh, Charles, thanks. Thanks, Charles. Camps and clinics and all the all-star games he's put on, and he's helped the college game so much. Howard Garfinkel belongs in. I don't think there's any doubt Howard Garfinkel for what he's done. Bob Hurley. You think about Bob Hurley and Jack Curran, two high school coaches that have impacted the college game by developing so many great players. The five-star camp of Howard Garfinkel. And I would echo the sentiment of Billy Packer about Walter Byers. I don't think there's any doubt he was the guy that started it all for the NCAA. Walter Byers belongs in the Hall of Fame as a contributor.
Johnny Flynn for three. I let Nolan Richardson out earlier. He was the seventh member, the other member who was inducted last night. And there was some great stories from Nolan Richardson and from Jim Phelan and from Charles Barkley and from yourself, of course, from everybody. Billy Packer, all night long. Great stories. A great night. What about some other players who you think belong in the Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame? As Irving Walker answers with a three.
Walker answers with a three. I think two automatics. Wayman Tisdale and Ralph Sampson. I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever. I mean, I think Sampson, 3 times he's won the National Player of the Year, the only player to ever do that. He should be in an Naismith Hall of Fame as well. And Wayman Tisdale belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Routens is back in. 5 threes in the first half. His first try this half won't go down.
And also you've got the Maui Classic. What about Wayne Duke and all he has done in the world of basketball?
And for folks who have not been here, if you're ever in the Kansas City area, it's great. I mean, it's a beautiful Hall of Fame. It's brand new. It's only a couple of years old. It's very interactive, very entertaining, very educational. A terrific day or night for a college basketball.
A tribute certainly to Jim Haney of the NABC. I said Blair Kirkhoff and all the media here in Kansas City who made that happen. Reggie Minton in the NABC do a great job. The National Association of Basketball Coaches as part of the experience.
Kalathis, no. The follow, yes. Chandler Parsons, I think, was the one getting it back up and in this. So Parsons with a couple of buckets here in the second half after a scoreless first half.
This is a heck of a basketball game. Yep. Two really quality teams, two well-coached teams, good athletes, good point guard play.
Florida's ranked. They're number 18. Syracuse is unranked right now. Routens will try it from the left wing, left it short, and nobody gets on the glass. Chris Joseph with the easy putback. He's got 8. So Syracuse getting great work off their bench from the likes of Routens and Joseph. The bench at halftime was outscoring the starters.
The only thing I disagree with Billy is I can't see staying in that zone as long as he stayed in that zone.
Parsons misses the 3. And Billy Donovan is obviously coming to this game determined to play the zone and stay in the zone unless he feels they have to come out of it. It's 61 points for Syracuse with over 13 minutes to go. These teams are going to get up into the 80s, maybe the 90s here tonight.
See, I don't think they're really effective. They don't move as a unit in that zone. To be an effective zone, 5 people have to really rotate together. If one guy breaks down, you leave a gap in the scene.
Routens with a turnover. Looked like he thought somebody might be cutting into the middle of that zone, but nobody was moving. Open is Werner for 3. And a good, strong rebound by Harris. He just took it right away from Shipman. Routens, and he's fouled.
You know, this team's got to get a little familiar playing with each other again. With Routens and Devendorf not playing, they need games, as Jimmy Boeheim would say. They need a lot of game action, a little competition to get back into the rhythm and the flow.
Well, they're going to get some competition, especially once they get to conference play. An 18-game season as of last year in the 16-team Big East. So you play everybody once and 3 teams twice. Devendorf, no. Jackson underneath, and he's fouled. Syracuse will play Georgetown, Villanova, and Rutgers twice. They are also going to Memphis. You and I are going to see them in Memphis on December the 20th.
You know, Memphis got beat by Xavier. What a performance by Xavier. You talk about winning tough games. They won 3 tough games. They beat Missouri, who really had a good tournament, and that they beat Southern Cal. Missouri did. Murray Carroll had 29 points and 11 rebounds.